Hey, how you doing, guys? Yes, I know some of you are gonna see this later on in the day, in the morning when you wake up, and I just wanted to drop something for you before you wake up. For some people, depending on the side of the world that you are in, there's this book I wrote called, what's it called? Shut Up and Collect the Money. And I call this conversation kind of in times of, hey, you are not asleep, Madam Catherine. I call it the night economy. You know, um, One of the things that inspired me with the night economy is about one time I was in Asia. Um, I was in Malaysia precisely, and I got into Kuala Lumpur. I think quite early hour of the morning. I think around 2 a.m. And when I go to Malaysia, when I go to Kuala Lumpur, and I go to the airport, and they moved me from the airport to my hotel, and I got going, and I discovered that how good is it evening now. It depends on where you are. Good morning. Good morning. And so I got to the airport. Yes, good morning, good morning. If you find this video interesting, after the video, please share it. I just want to share some few thoughts this morning with you people. And I know for some people that don't sleep like that, I've tried to design a new model now called the night economy. So you could often see me late at night, when I just show up and I can just share some thoughts with you. And some people are going to wake up seeing it in the morning. But the whole idea is I got to that place and I saw that I went to my hotel. I think I was on the third or fourth floor in the hotel where I was lodged. And the next day I found that around the same time in the night, I was hearing the sound of people. And I realized that I opened the window. And when I opened the window, I saw that there are many people outside that were literally doing business and all of that. Yeah, it's morning already. It is. And I saw them. Everybody were there, literally doing stuff. And I was curious. I did not go out the next day. The third day, I decided to step out of where I was just to figure out what exactly is going on. And by the time I got there, I saw that I even went there. I was curious. I decided to buy some stuff. I sat down there, I ate, and the next day I came again and I saw what was going on, and I was curious, and I asked the gentleman that was serving us, and I said, "What's going on here? Why is it that you guys are literally selling at night? People are doing business and all of that." And he said something to me. He said, right here in Malaysia, there are two kinds of economy. There is an economy that begins from 8 in the morning and closes at 6 at night. And there is another one that begins, I think, around 6 or 7 and closes around 5 in the morning. And so they divided the economy into two. There is electricity, there is mobility, and there is security. And so that powers the economy of the night. And it's amazing that so my whole idea of a night economy is just to share an idea with you that you can wake up with for those people that don't sleep early. And it's just to let you know that we are often being told about the national economy of the nation, and all of the things that happens in the life of people. And so most people never take their own personal economy seriously. And it is your economy. It is your economy. You live in Lagos, you live in Nigeria, you live anywhere in Africa, wherever you're watching this video from, or wherever you have been privileged. I've been privileged to have you follow me from. And I would say to you that what is paramount? What is paramount is that you need to start visiting your personal economy. You see, something happened yesterday. I was in a training on Friday. I had a privilege to speak for my friend MFK. We call her Funke Kende, Madam Funke Kende, which is an amazing super rector and of brilliant concept. She's an amazing, she organized a training for rectors. She called it Real Estate Masterclass. On Friday, I was privileged to be one of the speakers there. And I spoke to the people about how to build an authority framework for themselves. And in what I call automatic authority framework, where you can become an authority between a short period of time. And a lot of time, this is understanding that you need to have. And I spoke to them, and I've had a lot of conversation after then. I've had people call me, and I've had people tell me this was have given them a sleepless night, and I've had people say things to me like, that experience was something totally amazing for them. I've had people, one a gentleman called me 2 days ago, and we had a long conversation about that moment, and it was beautiful for me. It was good to know that people are really taking their life seriously, and it's a night economy, and it's not necessarily um, going to going to be easy. You see, the point is, a lot of people don't understand the difference between contributing factors and determining factors. And I wouldn't say that idea is mine. I got it somewhere. I borrowed the idea, and when I heard the man spoke about contributing factors and determining factors, when it comes to your economy, you need to understand that as well. There are contributing factors and there are determining factors. You say that, oh, you are broke, and you put the old idea and the old concept on the externality, the nation that you live in, the economy that you live in, and all of that. So on Friday, I spoke to these people about how to become an authority, and the summary of my conversation on Friday was about, you have to know what to do. You have to begin to do that. You have to, if you want to build a night economy and a strong one, you have to stop just prospecting and start positioning yourself. A lot of people don't know how to position themselves in whatever they do, in whatever business they do. And you have to learn how to position yourself. One of the things I've done with my life, and I keep doing with myself, and I keep positioning myself every single day, every single time I started positioning myself. For instance, I'm somewhere in my study. I'm somewhere in my study right now, where I'm having this conversation with you. All right, so you can see different angles of my study. It's quite a big study, I must say to you. So I decided to come home today, put on my lights, and decided to turn on the camera. And sometimes, just to wake our economy up, you just need to learn how to show up. And so many people don't do that. All right, many people don't do that. So I spoke to these guys on Friday about, oh, that's my wife. I spoke to this guy on Friday. She just opened my study. She just opened my study. All right. So and the point is, you have to understand that practically a lot of things will happen. So I spoke to them about authority framework. So how do you build authority? You need to build authority. You need to learn how to build authority. And let me tell you, everybody can build authority. And it doesn't matter what you're selling. If you are in real estate today, the reason why you are not selling, not necessarily because the market is saturated. Now, this is what I said to them on Friday when they asked me a question. A lot of people say things like, there are many people now that are coming into the business. A lot of people now are now becoming rectors and all of that. But I said something to them. The market is not saturated. All right. The market is not saturated. The method people are using could be saturated, but the market on its own is never saturated. And that's the good news of a sort. The moment you know the market is not saturated, what do you need to do? You need to become an authority. You need to stop being a salesperson. It's not a bad thing to sell, but people don't love salespeople. You need to become an expert. You need to become an authority. You need to become a key person of influence. You need to become a key person of interest. All right. And how do you become a key person of influence? How do you become a key person of interest? How do you become a person of high status? You see, these are the things that authority represent in the life of people. And so if people can literally see you as a body of solution, they will come to you. So the market is not saturated. Your method could be saturated. I mean, the method you are used to, the way you are used to selling, the way you are used to offering the solution, you may need to rework it, and to wake your economy up. These are the things that you may put consideration into every single time. You may have to think about the way you are doing things. When things are not working, you don't have to quit working it. You may just need to change. You may need to rework it. And sometimes to rework things, you may need to quit some things. Number one, you may need to quit lying to yourself. And you see, your economy can't change if you keep lying to yourself. If you keep telling yourself, if you keep making the contributing factor, the determining factor of your life. The reason why I don't have money is because of this. The reason why I don't have money is because somebody duped me the other time. The reason why I don't have money is because the project I bought the other time, it's this and that. But remember, yes, madam. Oh, Madam Temitope, my beautiful sister. I celebrate you. You are still awake. Okay, let's do this. All right. All right. So the market is never saturated. The market is never saturated. The market is never saturated. You see, I think about 7 years ago, I read the book. It's a very, very old book. I can't really find where the book is in my study right now. But the book is somewhere in my study. It's a very old book. It's a book on top producer. The book was written around, I think, around 1970, thereabout. And the title of the book is Breakthrough. Okay, the title of the book is called Breakthrough. I don't know if I find the title one of these days, I will bring it up to you again. And that book taught me wonderful thing that could really, really help. By the way, if this video makes sense and if there is anything you learn from it and you think more people it could be of benefit to them, please do not hesitate to share it and then share the video so that more people can also see it and let us help ourselves. All right. And so practically the market is never, so the book was teaching me and I learned from the book something that is very interesting. The book said there is no the book said there is no that when you are selling something, you look at supply and demand. And he said the moment you look as if something is not working anymore, you need to sit down again and ask yourself, where in the market, before you quit your business, you need to ask yourself again, where is the market demand is more than the supply? Where is the demand more than the supply? You need to ask yourself. And the way I do real estate, what I focus on in real estate is to focus on where the demand is more than the supply. You remember my simple formula for Great Commission? I have two formulas for Great Commission. Number one, struggle creates demand, demand creates sales, sales create commission. Remember what I said? Struggle creates demand, demand creates sales, and sales create commission. So if you need to understand that, you need to keep asking yourself, when things look slow, don't go low. You just need to ask a question. You need to ask an high intelligent question. Where is the demand more than the supply? Sometimes in every time in an industry, there's a place where the demand is more than the supply. The only thing is that they may require a little bit of work, which most people don't want to do, so most people leave it. In every industry, there is always a demand. Where there is a demand that nobody is meeting and people are willing to pay. So what you need to do is to sit down and ask yourself a fundamental question. Where is the demand more than the supply? See, I've had privilege to have students in Nigeria in terms of real estate, for instance, in different states. I have taught them what I call the compel strategy, and people have used compel strategy. I remember the other time I was in Asaba, and I was coming from Anambra where I had a 1 week of training. They paid me a lot of money. All right, so okay, they paid me a lot of money, and I'm privileged to be there with my guys, And on my way back, I needed to fly from Asaba, and so I was in Asaba. And one of my guys that have been privileged to coach in the business. Took me around and they showed me some of the things they were doing. And I'm so impressed that they are doing pretty well. They have sold out a couple of estates in Asaba. By the way, I think I don't know. My guys have not sent me the mail yet, but I think I will be in Asaba sometime in, by the grace of God, sometime in November. All right. So where am I going to be? I'm going to be in Asaba. I'm going to be running trainings for thousands of people that want to scale their business in Asaba sometime in November, by the grace of God. All right, so the point is, where the demand? So this guy take up the ideas I share with him on compare strategy with his team. They started applying it. Today they are doing pretty good, and a couple of guys are in Asaba in that aspect as well. One of my guys is in Port Harcourt, and I remember when he started a business too. He's one of the big boys in Port Harcourt now, and he started applying some of this strategy also, and his economy just take an overturn. Why? Because the truth of the matter is there is no total failure and there is no complete success. So that means that at every single time in your life, when you think as if you're down, there is always a hope in down. So it's just the way you're looking at things. And when your highs is where your highs is. Okay? Where your highs is where your highs is. So you need to focus your highs on where you want your highs to be. And that is one thing that is very, very important. So remember today, there is no saturated market. There are saturated methods. So your method may be saturated. It doesn't mean the market is saturated. Where the confusion is that many a time we begin to take a saturated method as if it's a saturated market. So the only way to create a disruption in your company, in your sector, is not to focus on your sector, is to find a way to borrow brilliance from another sector and put it into your sector, and that can literally create a breakthrough for you. All right, so the moment you can do that, guess what happened to you? Something different will happen suddenly. So what you need to understand is that there is difference between a contributing factor and a determining factor. A contributing factor is something that is external, it's outside of yourself. A determining factor is something that is internal, it's within you. You can control it. I love to call it IC, intelligent control. You can give it a control, internal control. You can give it a control. So today, you need to begin, as you wake up this morning, as you watch this video, wherever you see this video from, I need you to understand that you can take charge of your personal economy. You see, that is the good news in life. So if you want to take charge of your personal economy, there are a few things that you have to give up. Number one, you have to give up excuses. You have to give up lying to yourself. All right. So one of the things about people that never create abundance is that they are liars. And what does that mean? And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but they are liars in the sense that they lie to themselves. You see, don't lie to yourself. Accept responsibility. All right. And so if you are falling, make sure that you don't fail. Everybody falls, but not everybody that falls that fail. So what you want to do is that you want to learn, you want to take responsibility, and you want to ask yourself, what am I going to do? Your business has not been doing the way you want it to do. Don't lie to yourself, because you see, you must learn how to use your problem to create your solution. So because inherent in your problem is a solution that you are looking for. So this is my night economy, and this is what I'm sharing with you. It's amazing what you can make happen for yourself. All right, it's amazing what you can make happen for yourself. And so look at your life and begin to look at your business. All right, learn to sit down and write things down. Learn to sit down and and think. All right. So, and wisdom is not what to think, wisdom is how to think. So, learn to sit down and think, learn to sit down and just re strategize. You may need to have this mindset of starting all over again. You see, every successful person learned to start over again. You see, a company like Nike, there are a couple of companies that were never known until they were about 15, 20, 25 years. And today they are global enterprises. So that company you have been running, it could be 10, it could be 12 years, it could be 5 years. You have faced a couple of challenges, you have thought that when you start this thing, everything is just going to work fine. But it seems nothing is working fine. Have a starting over mentality, okay? Start over again in your mind. Sit down, start afresh, rework the process, all right? You are not competing with anybody, because a competition is a loser's game. So don't play the game. Don't participate in it. All right. So it's important. So I sat down with these guys on Friday and I spoke to them about authority framework, and everybody was like, wow, amazing. And a lot of calls have been coming in. I've received a couple of mails, and it's amazing what people are trying to create with their own life right now. So do that, all right? Keep developing yourself. Keep developing yourself. You see, this book, I bought a book, these two books, and I bought these two books for almost literally about 150 or $180. And and guess what happened? The book has literally revolutionized my thinking. What am I saying to you? Keep developing your mind. Make sure that your mind is more obvious than your stomach. And that is how you can resurrect your economy, because a lot of people never place premium on their mind. And I love to say this, that your mind is more important to you than everybody in your life. And if you doubt it, just try to lose your mind and see how far. Because you see, the moment your mind is not together, you are not useful to anybody, even yourself. You're not useful to your wife, you're not useful to your children, you're not useful to the community, you're not useful to the society. So your mind is more important to you than anybody around you, because your mind that makes you important to everybody around you. So how important is your mind to you? So always develop that mind, always work on it. Your economy is a function of your mind. So your mind, your economy is the mirror of your mind. So if your mind is if your mind is confused, it will reflect on your personal economy. If your mind is clear, it will also reflect in your personal economy. So um, work in your mind, work on your mind, work on your mind. Before I go this morning, another thing I want to tell you, it's about one thing that I found that is one of the biggest assets in the world that most people never pay attention to. I call it the producer's hour. All right. Always find time to I'm in my study, all right. This place is called Wisdom Chamber, where I am. And it's quite a big room. He has his own toilet, he has his own bedroom, he has everything inherent in this room where I am right now. But it's my study, all right. And then I have a big couch. I have a yoga mat. Let me show you my yoga mat. Okay. All right. So this is my yoga mat. All right. So this is my mat. This is my yoga mat. So if I want to sit down, I want to sit down here. I can use my can pick my mat and just lie down and stretch my body, and I can sit on my couch. And I've acquired different sects of the library where I have all sort of books, spiritual books, um, every all kind of books that I want to read. I store it up and I categorize them in my study. So what I call a producer's hour is that every day I spend time just to be in my study, and just I have a lot of notes. I have a lot of notes. One of the best gifts of my life is one of the best gifts of my life is pen and diary. All right, I like to write, and what I mean by writing is that because writing clarifies my thoughts. So I like to write my thoughts, and so I come to my study and I just lie down. I meditate. I spend some time to pray, and I pray different way. I'm going to talk to you one of these nights about the prayer of the wealthy, how the wealthy people pray, and how you can pray without being religious and get amazing result for yourself. So I spend time in my study, and I meditate. I picture things, and you can see some guys on my wall. These are beautiful guys. They are more than this. I have younger boys now. They are more than 2 years old. So sometimes they come into my study. It's part of the disruption that follows your intention in life. So they've removed some of my pictures on my wall, and that's fine. That's a pleasant interruptions. And so I have these pictures of people that inspire me, and I put them on my wall, and I'm here. I have my study. I have all. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. So I have a place where I have my Bibles, all sort of Bibles, the Hebrew Bibles and all of that, the Greek, the concordance and all of that. I'm not a religious guy. I'm very spiritual guy, and then I don't joke with that, because I believe the foundation of my life is a trust in God, right? And I don't just believe in God, I believe as God. I don't just think of God, I think as God, all right? I believe that I'm human, I'm Christ in human flesh, all right? So that's what I believe. You don't have to believe that, okay? All right, so the point is, I'm putting this down for you to pick something up. So I spent time creating a producer's hour. And what a producer's hour is that I think about what I want to create. I think from what I want to create. I write down my thought and I think about my thought, and I begin to write the solutions that come to my mind. I begin to systemize them. I begin to document them. I begin to pull them out there. And then when I wake up for my producer's hour, I spend time with my children in the morning. I play with them. I run around the house before setting out to go out. But my producer hour is very important to me. Many times before I set my eyes on anyone, on my children, I have to leave my room, come to my study, and have my producer's hour. So because I need to learn how to produce, and so that because that is how it is. So you need to don't deny your challenges, confront them, think through them, gain clarity. And because as you do this, you will realize that there is no problem that comes to man that is not common to man. And inherent in the problem is a way of escape. But so how do you find a way of escape? You must learn to think through it to create a breakthrough in it. You must learn to think through it to create a breakthrough in it. So that's what my producer's hour is for. So I focus on my producer's hour. I think about my producer's hour. I spend time on my producer's hour, and guess what happened? It has been beautiful. It has been phenomenal. I'll be my producer's hour, and I'm trying to meditate on things to do, and I begin to write them down. And as I rise from this point, I get an answer. I have gotten several answers to complicating situations, just spending time or investing time in my producer's hour. Because in my producer's hour, I am particular about connecting with my soul, my spirit, my source, finding an answer to things, and it's been awesome. And you see, this does not make me special or anyone else. It just makes us know what is common, because there is no power in anyone that is not in everyone. The divinity is in all humanity, but it's not all humanity that know how to give expression to it. So what I'm telling you today, I'm putting down for you to pick up, is to realize that you can change your life. All right, so that's what I learned on Friday. On Saturday, which was yesterday, I had a conversation again. I had this more than almost 200 people sat down in an hour, and I was given the privilege to speak to them, and I spoke to them about the closers checklist. All right. In case you have not read a book like this called The Close or Lose, it's one of the best books on how to close deal. So the point is, you have not helped your prospects if you don't close them. All right. So if you have not read this book, please find a way to comment and say you want a copy, and it can help you. All right. It's called Close or Lose. All right. So close or lose. You can find how to talk to anyone, how to have communication with people, how to get people to to know what their pain is and how to position your product to solve their problem, and that is fundamental. So I spoke to them about checklists. I spoke to them about fantastic. But another thing that happened on Saturday that I'd like to tell you about is the fact that in that meeting I make an offer to people, and because I shared things with them, and my guys came to me and said, right in the audience, people were like, "Whoa, this is why I'm not selling. Oh, based on what this man is saying, now I've seen my challenges." Because you see, this is what happened to us. Our life does not change because we are growing older. Our life does not change because the year is coming to an end. Our life does not change because you declare Happy New Year or Happy New Month. Only one thing changes our life: insight. All right. So learn to buy insight, but learn not to sell it. Learn to engage insight, because insight changes your season. To the moment you want to, you see, you can have several seasons in a year. What brings about the new season in your life is insight that you have applied. So the more season, they want to expand your season. They want to create a season of abundance. You need insight. I make an offer to the people. I make an offer of a bundle of books to the people, and the audience totally surprised me. And they rushed to the stand and they rushed the book. And the point is because I'm having a program in December called How to Create the Big Money for 2024, and the program is 100,000. But what I've decided to do is to make the program free on one condition for people. So the condition is people are going to get shut up and collect the money. They are going to get close or lose. They are going to get a money code, and they're going to get stay hungry or go starving. They're going to get these 4 books of mine. This is another book. They're going to get those 4 books and with the money code. And instead of getting those books for, I think about 28,000. Yeah, not I think. I know it's 28,000. Come on now. And I decided to give to them for 20,000 naira, this bundle. All right. Wherever you are in Nigeria, we are going to send the book to you, the 4 copies of the book. And because of the people that are taking it, for instance, if you watch this now and you take the book, we're going to send the book to you anywhere in Nigeria. And then that's number 1. Instead of 28,000, he's going to get it for 20,000. That's number 1. I'm going to also send you a free copy of my book on how to make millions every month predictably and how to make that happen. I mean, I have testimonials of students of mine that have practiced what I shared in that ebook called How to Create Your Own Multimillionaire Portfolio. So I'm going to give you that book for free. It's 6,000 naira. And at the same time, I'm going to give you my seminar that's going to take place in December. That is 100,000 worth of seminar. I'm going to give it for you for free. And you're also going to have access a free ticket just because you did one thing. Just because you decided to pick shut up and collect the money. Just because you decided to pick the money code. Let me show you the other book so that you can know what I'm talking about. Shut up and collect the money. Okay, do I have the book here now? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure the book is here. There's a book called The Money Code. Where is it? Is it here? I'm not sure. All right, so the book is not here. Sorry, I'm in my study. I'm just trying to figure out something. Okay. There's a copy of the money code here. That's quite strange. Okay, so okay. Where is money code? Money code, where are you? Okay. So for the time being, money code is not here. So, but what I'm saying is, there's money code, there is shut up and collect the money, there is close or lose, and there is stay hungry, go starving. All right, so go starving. So the 4 books, instead of being 28,000 naira, you're gonna get it for 20,000 naira. But that's the by the way. So if you want that, you're gonna put it in the comment section. They're gonna get your emails. They're gonna get your numbers. I'm gonna send you those books anywhere that you are in Nigeria. You're gonna get it. And that is going to give you access to my training of 100,000 on how to create a big money, how to win the money game for 2024. And I'm going to have that program in December. All right. So people came out at the program and the book was sold out, and people even paid to get their own book later because they want to be part of that. But what is the lesson in that? In this night economy, this is what the lesson is. You don't have a money problem. You have an offer problem. All right. You don't have a money problem, you have an offer problem. So every time I want money, I'm thinking about the offers to make. I want to make an offer, okay? Because I don't make money with my sweat. I create money by my creativity. So it is my creativity that creates money for me, because that becomes a timeless asset. Because when something is created by my creativity, I still have my creativity and I still have the equity of my creativity. So what does that mean to you today? The lesson is, you don't have a money problem, you have an offer problem. So what offer are you making? How big is your offer? How interesting is your offer? Offer bring customers, service keep them. So what is your offer? When you wake up every day, what offer are you making to the world? Because the offer you make determines the things that you get. So most people don't learn how to make offer. It's a skill set that you must develop. All right, nations are making offers to you, and you look at the poorest nations of the world, they don't have any offer. You look at the small nations in the world, they have weak offers. You look at the growing nations in the world, they have good offers. But you look at the so-called big nations in the world, they have great offers. They're making offers to you. Come, come, come. We're going to give you permanent resident. We're going to give you job. You can come and do your masters. This is one of the best places to live in the world. One of the biggest problem of our continent, one of the problem of Nigeria is that we don't make offers. Our offers are wreck with nothing to write home about. So, but I'm not about talking about the economy. I'm talking about your economy. All right. So, what offers are you making in your life? What is your offer? So, for you to take charge of your personal economy, learn to make great offers. All right. And one of these nights, I'm going to talk to you about how to make great offers, the way I do mine. All right. So, make offers, right? Make offers, make offers, make offers. The man that I love so much is a master of offer creation. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. As you wake up this morning, going to your church, remember the master offer. He make an offer to you. He said, come unto me, all ye that labor and heavy ladings, and I'm going to give you rest. It's an offer creator. He make offer. The question I'm asking you today is, what offer are you making to people? All right. So make offers. All right. Wake up in the morning. Make offers. Make offers to your family. Make offers to your children. Make offers to your community. Offer is like a delicacy. All right. So you need to understand the appetite of your audience. So offer is like a delicacy. You need to understand the appetite of your audience. So the moment you can do that, it makes a whole lot of difference in your life. You know, it's early morning in Nigeria. Right now, it's around 1 a.m., you know, and so people will go to bed, people will have to sleep, people go to church in the morning, depends on who you are. People, Muslims will do whatever they want to do in the morning as well. So everybody does something, you know. But this is what I'm coming to tell you this morning. I call it the night economy. It's an economy. I need your economy to be strong. I need your economy to be sound. I need your economy to be powerful. I want you to build strong asset. I want you to be able to buy asset that can fund your life. But how will you buy an asset that can fund your life if you don't have a strong economy that will be able to help you to do that? All right. So build economy. Realize that the economy position quadrants, all right, and which is fundamental thing, the four things. So on Friday, I shared things with those guys, and yesterday I shared another thing with these other guys, and they are very excited about what happened. All right, people send me mails. People are excited about the event. I was happy to connect with the people at the event, and I can tell you for free, it's so beautiful. All right, this coming week, it's going to be awesome for you. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We all have issues in life. We all face challenges in life. You may be watching my video this morning and you may even be short of money. Okay, you may even be tired of the business that you are running. You may even be tired of how things are turning out. You wish things could be better than that. But the question is, when things are down, don't be down. It's when things fall apart, don't fall with it. When things fall apart, don't fall with it. What you need to do is to realize, don't deny the state of things, but you need to begin to refine your state of mind. Now, let me say that again to you. Don't deny the state of things, but keep refining your state of mind. Because if your state of mind gets better, the state of things is going to change. Because you see, your state of mind is the controller and the commander of the state of things. So, what I want you to do is to begin to find a way with the little strength that you have at this moment to keep telling yourself, what is the little thing that I can change? What is the determining factor? What are the things that I can influence that can change everything for me? And that is your work. That is your work. Stop comparing your life with other people's life, because you see, those that compare themselves with themselves, they can never live a wise life. It's not a wise way to live, comparing yourself with other people. Okay, you can learn from other people. You can pick lessons from other people, but you're not running the same race with other people. You see, the truth is, some people try to compare themselves to you. For instance, someone is making some money now. There are even friends that do that sometimes. They're making some money and begin to check you out. Remember, those people are not really your friends. They are just there looking for the opportunity to just show that they are better than you. But friendship is not about somebody proving that is better than you, but friendship is about somebody giving you a better advantage for you to better yourself. So what you need to do is don't compare yourself with anybody. Some people can say funny things about you. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Pick the lessons, learn the lessons, do what you have to do at the moment. All right. Remember, you may not be able. Don't deny the state of things, but begin to refine your state of mind. And when the state of mind changes, the state of things is going to change. Don't deny the state of things, but keep refining your state of mind. When your state of mind change, is going to influence the state of things. And that is what I mean by saying you cannot travel within and stand still without. So the moment you travel within, you cannot stand still without. So in changing your economy, make that another reality for yourself. Keep refining your state of mind because your money follows your mind. Either you like it or not, your money follows your mind. So if you want a bigger money, create a bigger mind, break a bigger mindset. Okay, relate with people in a different way. Look for people that have the result that you desire. Don't idolize them. Idolize the principles they are operating by, and begin to put those principles into practice in your own life too. Especially if it is a tested guidelines. All right, it's a tested guidelines. Begin to put them into your own life too, and before you know it, with a matter of time, with the help of God, things begin to show up for you and in you for you. All right, so that is how to make a difference in your own life. You see, if anything I've ever said this morning in my different thought that I've shared with you in this night economy of mine, and I think they make any sense to you, you may have dozed off, but when you wake up or when you see it in the morning and you listen to it and it seems to make sense to you, do not hesitate to share this video. Let's reach out to more people. Let's tell your friends about the video. Share the video with them because it's going to help somebody. All right. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. And let me tell you, let me give you this. No matter what it is right now that you seem as if you are, you may be short of money, you may be short of similar ideas, but this is what happened. Keep refining your state of mind. Keep refining your state of mind. See, being broke does not make you a bad person. It just means that you're operating by erroneous philosophy. So what you need to do is to correct the philosophy. Being broke does not make you bad, all right? It just means there is something that is erroneous about the philosophy that you're operating your life by. And it often happens, and it can happen to any one of us. What you need to do is to be humble enough to correct the philosophy that is guiding your life, that is not producing the result that you desire. So if you change you will change your result. Because the truth of the matter, if you want to change your life, you have to change your life. All right? And that is the way it works. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is TadeCash, and I am the guy that is sent out to help you to take charge of your economy so that you can make enough money to create assets that can fund your life and make you live life on your own terms, okay? And they make you do what matters to you, even when you are no more physically in this body. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is TadeCash, and I'm so here. I just decided to turn off the camera and do this. I've never done a live class of this before. This is my first time of doing a night economy. And I love to call it a night economy. You may see me often. I don't promise you that you see me every day, but you can see me often. You can see me show up around 12 midnight, 12:10, and just want to share one or two thoughts with you for a few minutes, for 30, 40 minutes, and just to help people. You know, with all my people following me all around the continent of Africa, from Zambia, from Ethiopia, from Ghana, from Malawi, from where else are the people follow me from Botswana, from South Africa, from Lesotho, from different part of the world. I've had different requests from people. Guys, the truth of the matter is we can do it. We can create the economy of our choice. Your economy is your duty, and you can make it as beautiful as you want it to be. All right, you can work your own economic miracles, and that is your duty. And the duty to take charge of your own economy, giving excuses, keeping up lying to yourself, giving up thinking small, giving up transferring responsibility to external factors. Give up all those things and embrace responsibility and tell yourself there is no possibility in anyone that is not in everyone. If anyone can, I can. All right? And tell yourself, like I tell myself, I am worth it. My products are valuable and people love to give me money. I am worth it. My products are valuable and people love to give me money. I am worth it. My products are valuable and people love to give me money. All right, so it's always beautiful time talking to you. Remember, if this make any meaning to you at all, share this video. I hope to see you again. Remember to take charge of your personal economy because taking charge of your personal economy is your duty. And until you're economically free, you cannot boldly say you are truly free. So if you want to be truly free, seek to be economically free. And everyone in his lifetime, in our lifetime, within the 3 to 5 to 7 years can be financially and economically free if you follow the tested guidelines, because they are tested guidelines in how to live this life. Until I see you again, I'm your friend, I'm your brother. All right, this is TadeCash. Peace, love, and cash flow. Madam Timitokwe, I'm so honored to have you. Thank you very much. Madam Catherine, thank you for hanging on there. And every other one. Joban, thank you for hanging on there. And everyone else that watched the video, the people I can see, right now on the media. But thank you very much, everyone. I'm so honored to have you, and I'm looking forward to see you again and again and again. My name is TadeCash, and do endeavor to watch this video, share this video, and let's reach out to more people. Until I see you again, my name is TadeCash. I love you. Bye for now.